Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our exclusive session on migrating to openEuler. With CentOS reaching its end of life on June 30, many users are faced with the challenge of choosing a new Linux distribution. Why not consider openEuler? Today's meetup is designed to provide you with valuable insights and practical guidance on making a smooth migration to openEuler. We have a fantastic lineup of speakers who will walk you through the process and share their experience. Here is what you can expect from today's event. First, we have an overview of openEuler and its advantages. And the second is step-by-step migration process and best practice and common pitfalls through the migration. The last one is the real-world case studies and success stories. And the last time of this meetup, we will have a session with openEuler experts. This session is an idea for system administrators, IT professionals, DevOps engineers, and anyone interested in open source operating systems. Without further ado, let me introduce our first speaker, Dr. Xiong Wei, Executive Director of openEuler Community, who will give us an overview of openEuler and set the stage for our migration discussion. Dr. Xiong Wei, the floor is yours.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, it's very appreciated to give an opening speech for this workshop. So I'm very happy. I think during the latest 2 or 3 years, the world changed a lot. You know, everyone know that Red Hat has changed their policy. CentOS is gone, and a lot of new distribution appears. So I think one openEuler is one of the new distro for the world. But in China, openEuler is very popular now. During the latest 4 years, openEuler has taken a very big market share in China. In last year, 2023, openEuler has taken around 37% of the market share in China. It's definitely the biggest market share in China. During those process, we face a lot of migration job. The migration maybe migrate from CentOS or other platform to openEuler. So in the early time, it's very hard for the customer or the partner to migrate their application or platform to openEuler. But during those 4 years, we developed a lot of tools, and we find a very good way to help the customer to migrate from other Linux system to openEuler. So I think for the latest 2 years, we have helped the customer to migrate over a million platform or server system to openEuler's platform. So I think it's a very great achievement for the system. So nowadays, we want to present our way, our method, our solution to the worldwide to let people know that we have very good idea, very good way to help the customer to use nearly zero effort to migrate a system. So that is, I think this workshop can help the people to know how we do that and what kind of achievement we have get. So that is the situation. And finally, I think we help. I hope, as the executive director of openEuler, I hope that this speech and the workshop can be held successfully, and help. I hope every customer or the partner can enjoy our migration way and migration tools. So thank you. So, give you back to the hoster.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Xiong Wei. Now,
Okay.
to give you a deeper understanding of the migration process, let me introduce Ding Jiahui. The work through the step-by-step migration process and share a live demo. Ding Jiahui, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Xiongwei. Hello, everyone. Today, I'll guide you through the migration process from CentOS to openEuler using X2 openEuler. In order to provide a simple and stable and efficient end-to-end and in order to provide a simple, stable, and efficient end-to-end CentOS migration solution, we have developed the tool named X2 openEuler. It provides a one-click, in-place upgrade solution, meaning that the app layer applications and their data and the configurations remain unchanged during upgrade, which is more efficient than replacing and reinstalling the entire system. With one single click, we can obtain the compatibility evaluation results, which include hardware and software configurations and other conflict information. A dependency mapping graph is also provided, because all operations are performed on the GUI. Before upgrade, X2 openEuler will introduce the dependency required for running app layer software to resolve compatibility issues and backup user data on current OS. During the upgrade, this tool provides a visualized process and can handle batch upgrade for multiple nodes at the same time. Configuration, inheritance, health check, and OS restoration are all supported. We provide two different migration methods. One is in-place upgrade and the other is reinstallation. The biggest difference between them is that in-place upgrade can retain app layer applications, configurations, and user data as much as possible. If we choose to reinstall the OS, the app layer software needs to be redeployed. In CentOS scenarios, the choice between in-place upgrade and reinstallation is based on the compatibility evaluation between source OS and target OS. If all of the applications are compatible and no adaptation is required, we can directly perform an in-place upgrade using X2 openEuler. And in case of incompatible applications, we can import software package from OEPKG, which is an automatic package management platform. Then we can deploy the openEuler to device in batches, and then configuration migration and the code adaptation can be done with the help of X2 openEuler to solve the compatibility problem. If we choose reinstallation as the solution for OS migration, we can use X2 openEuler to deploy openEuler on multiple nodes at the same time. If some software is incompatible, but we don't have access to the source code for adaptation, X2 openEuler can provide a feature called transparent container, which can enable all the software to run on openEuler. This is the GUI of X2 openEuler migration tool. It can be easily installed in your own environment, and the deployment can be completed within 1 minute. It can support a maximum of 1,000 nodes to perform the upgrade at the same time. It can display hardware and software compatibility reports and upgrade reports in the GUI. It can migrate a physical machine from CentOS 7, 6, or 8 to openEuler in less than 30 minutes. And with just one click, the newly installed OS can also be rolled back to the original OS in 10 minutes. And next, I will show you the whole process of migration from CentOS 7 to openEuler. I've already installed this tool on my own computer. Click here to create a new task. Select the option to upgrade. We can rename this task like CentOS 2 openEuler. And click here to add node information. Agree the SSH transaction nodes. And we need to get the IP address of node to upgrade. Copy it. Paste it into alias demo. Port 22 for SSH user. Password. Source OS, we select CentOS 7. Target OS, we select openEuler 2203 LTS SP3. Then select the repo for target OS. You can add the new repo here. This repo is for openEuler 2203 SP3. Okay. All of the above is basic information required for a node. And here are some advanced options. To save time, we want to go into details. You can try these options by yourself. Okay. And now a new node to be upgraded has been created. Click OK to start the migration process. Click here to view details. The running step is called environment check, which aims to ensure that the node environment is ready for upgrade. And you can view the node information in the left column. This step will take a few seconds. Please wait a moment. It won't be long. Okay, the check is finished. We click here to continue first. The migration process, the whole process consists of 4 steps. The first step is environment check, which aims to ensure the node environment is ready for upgrade. It was introduced just now. We click here and go back to, for example, this actor checks whether the connection between the node and these two is okay. And as you can see, there is an actor going failed. We can click here to see the reason and the solution. The reason is that I used a dynamic IP address, which carried a small risk that IP might change after the boot. It's usually fine in most cases, so the priority of this actor is set to low. We come back to the pre-upgrade check, and the second is this pre-upgrade check, which generates several check reports for next step. These reports include hardware compatibility report and the software conflict report. The third step is upgrade, where we will replace CentOS with openEuler. And the last one is post-upgrade check, which verifies whether the minimum functionality of the OS is normal. Let's wait a few seconds for this check to finish. Here we can view the log during this step, and we can click here to get the log files from Node easily. Which can help us to understand what has happened on the node. Please wait a moment, it won't be long. Okay, the check is finished. Here are the check items. For example, this actor checks whether there's enough space for RPM packages. If you add the services software one entering the node information, a software dependency diagram will be presented here. This is the hardware compatibility assessment report. This node is running on a virtual machine, so there's no hardware information available. And the software conflict check report.
I'm sorry if anyone is listening now for our live stream. We are right now we have some network issue, and maybe you will see the frozen live, and we're trying to resolve that issue. If you can wait for a while, that's going to be very fast. Sorry. Okay, it seems that we have excellent connection right now. And Xiahui, could you please re-demonstrate the migration process, because the audiences are not seeing the overall migration process.
Okay, so I will repeat the whole process. All right.
Yes, please.
Okay. From the PowerPoint or the tool?
You can re-upgrade the node.
Pre-upgrade node. Okay.
You need to share your screen.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, we can see it.
So I will introduce the pre-upgrade track again. The migration process consists of 4 steps. The first step is environment check, which aims to ensure that the node environment is ready for upgrade. It was introduced just now. For example, we click here to go back. For example, this actor, there are 41 actors at all. For example, this actor checks whether the connection between the node and the distro is okay. And you can see there's one actor going failed. We can click here to see the reason and the solution. The reason is that I used a dynamic IP address, which carried a small risk that IP might change after reboot. It's usually fine in most cases, so the priority of this actor is set to be low. And there will be a button. We click here and we can go the next step. The next step is pre-upgrade check, which generates several check reports for next step. The reports include hardware compatibility reports and software conflict reports. The third step is upgrade, where we will replace CentOS with openEuler. And the last one is post-upgrade environment check, which verifies whether the minimum functionality of the OS is normal. Here we can see the log during this step, and we can click here to get the log files from Node easily, which can help us to understand what has happened on the node. And the check has been finished already. And here are 5 check items. For example, this actor checks whether there's enough space for RPM packages. If you have added Swice software when entering the node information, a software dependency diagram will be presented here. This is the hardware compatibility assessment report. This node is running on a virtual machine, so there's no hardware information available. And the software conflict check report and the log during this step. The conflict report presents information in several different ways. This software cannot be installed on openEuler due to missing dependency, but they won't affect the upgrade. The software packages to be returned. And these software packages from CentOS are available on openEuler and will be installed on the target OS. And these packages specified by the user will also be installed. And these packages from CentOS will be removed. And these packages will be installed additionally based on the results of compatibility evaluation. After check is finished, we can click here. There will be a button named Upgrade. We can do the actual upgrade process, like this, and don't have another solution. We can go back to the formal note. Okay, like this one. In this node, the upgrade process is almost done. The last step is to click here to reboot the node. Okay. After a reboot, the node will tend to be openEuler. And go back to the another node. This node is undergoing rollback process. We should reboot also as well. And this node is on again. The OS is return CentOS. It may take about 10 minutes. That's all for my introduction to the migration tool. I hope this demonstration has given you a solid foundation for your own migration. I wonder if Shan should repeat his presentation again.
Okay, fine. Well, so I need to reshare my experience, right? Okay. Fine. Okay, thanks for Xiao's introduction about openEuler migration. And now I'm going to share a story about how I solved a problem during the compatibility test. I'm a developer in openEuler community. Once I'm doing the compatibility test, it's about 3S network adapters. And the problem was I find that openEuler didn't support 3S NIC. In order to solve that, I tried the following steps. First, I searched the specification of the adapters and their driver architecture. And then I scrutinized our source code of the existing network adapter drivers. It proved that our kernel 6.6 version has already incorporated the drivers for these network adapters. I also took further investigation into the compatibility list, which confirmed the precedence for the adapter's compatibility. In a word, openEuler should have supported 3S network adapters, but it didn't, so it's so weird. Because of that, I couldn't find the base cause of this issue. So I contacted with the manufacturer, and after repeated checks and troubleshooting, we finally find the answer. The problem is that the kernel was unable to locate the appropriate driver files because it was confused by the latest modification of these adapters. After we figured this out, we prepared a patch and took scrupulous testing for the functionality and ensure no new issues will be caused. Then I submitted the patch to our open source repository with comprehensive documentation, which described the function and application. The integration process went smoothly with the active engagement from the community in both review and testing phases. And the strict code review process further guaranteed the quality and the security of the patch. Throughout this process, the community was incredibly supportive. Fellow developers reviewed my patch, provided valuable feedbacks and suggestions. Some even stepped up to help the patch and assisted in fixing issues we uncovered. The community forum served as a vital platform for communication and collaboration among developers. Through this collective effort, I successfully added the support for the latest 3S NIC series network adapters into openEuler. Well, look back on this experience, I was deeply touched by the power of the open source community and saw how the developers foster collaboration and drive innovation. Maybe it's common in open source communities, uh, but I still feel a sense of pride for such a vibrant community, and I hope to see more developers join us. openEuler has now become increasingly mature, and I firmly believe that it will become a popular operating system and will be widely adopted by users in the future. That's right. Um, okay, and this is about my experience and my sharing is over. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you to want to share about for sharing. And now we will move to our free discussion segment. Feel free to ask any question you might have over our topic or discussion. This is a great opportunity to get direct answers from experts and engage in meaningful conversation. So I will ask first question to Jiahui. So how does the openEuler tool ensure that the operating systems after the rollback is the same as before the upgrade?
Okay, thanks for the question. OS backup and OS rollback are both performed at the file layer. The tool will restore the key files on the OS exactly as it was. Therefore, it is not difficult to ensure rollback consistency.
Okay, thanks
Okay,
for
that's all.
that answer. So there's another question about the hardware compatibility. So to Shen Wang, we'd like to see our hardware compatibility list of the openEuler.
Well, this question, the compatibility list is on our uh, we have all the right how do you say that? Oh, maybe I forgot that where it is because I maybe okay let me please give me one minute. Let me check it.
Okay. No problem.
Um, okay. Our Ola has our official website, and now I check it. When we come into the official website, we can use our mouse click and we can see that our compatibility list is in the user list, and we can see the compatibility list is under the which is called the support and the service part, and we click this, then we can see our compatibility list. It has our we have our cards and adapters and the machine compatibility list.
Okay, thank you, Shen Wang. So is there any other questions? Okay, thank you all for the safety We hope today's session has been informative and helpful. Don't forget to visit our official website and